So able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Now coming to the collections. So we have seen again hash map, hash table, not hash table, sorry, hash map and set and array list and some general program with user defined objects and already predefined objects like string and integer. Now today we are going to see one more concept called hash code. What is the importance of an hash code? So I might have given a question to you already, right? Regarding a hash code,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we'll discuss.
Yeah.
We'll discuss what is hash code. So basically, for every object in Java, for every object, hash code will be there. So whenever, let's go to a little bit of pictorial view. So I say that this is my heap memory, right? So many times we discussed. There is an object created.
Yeah.
For this object, there will be a memory address. Okay. This is the memory address of the object. Okay. And this is the variable. This is a stack memory wherein you have some variable which is referring object. We have seen this many times, right?
Yeah.
Now, here usually the memory of the address will be stored. But in Java, we don't store memory of the object. We store the hash code of the object. We store the hash code of the object. Why?
Okay.
Basically, there is a memory address. So that could be enough to identify where is your object for your reference. To build this relation, Java needs memory address. That's going to be fine. So why it needs again one more step down, something called hash code. Right. Suppose a simple thing is if any person come to Hyderabad, well, okay, Hyderabad, I stay in Hyderabad. So if he wants to meet me, if I say I stay in Hyderabad, how difficult it is for him? He has to search
Yeah.
whole Hyderabad, and it is I mean, for practically it is not possible. So I have to give entire address. So I have to come down one step, say that I stay in this place. Now he'll come to that place and call me. So that's going to be easier. The same way, this whole hash map will be divided into blocks. Not exactly these blocks. It is going to be different blocks, but yeah. But
Hash map or hash code?
hash map is over. This is hash code. Don't get confused.
Because you said hash map, no?
Okay, sorry for that. It's a hash code. Hash map is done already.
No.
It will be divided into some parts. Not exactly this, but it depends on the vendor. So each block is going to be having hash code. Each block is having hash code. So whenever you create an object, JVM is going to create a hash code for that object. JVM is going to create a hash code for that object, and there are objects with equal hash codes. There are objects with same hash code, which comes under same block. Suppose this object having hash code something, and which is similar to other object, then other object also will be placed here in this block. So that means equal. If the object is having same hash code, all the objects are going to be in the same hash code block.
Okay.
Okay. So Now, if Java wants to search for an object, first it will check hash code. Okay, which hash code block? Okay, this is the block. In this block, it is going to search with the memory. So that is going to be much easier than searching the whole memory. So thereby it improves the performance. The main reason first it came because searching will be faster. For an object, if you want to search, the searching will be faster. Okay.
Okay.
Any object can have equal hash codes. So equal hash codes, then they will come into the same block. Clear?
Yeah.
Now let's do one thing. So set does not allow duplicates, correct?
Yeah.
Let's do one program now. Yeah, here actually there is no use of tree set, but I'm just using, we have to use tree set, that's why I'm just using it. Okay, we can use hash set as well. There's no requirement of tree set here, but to use tree set I'm just using it. Okay,
Okay.
now I'm just going to our list person, copy this thing. Excuse me, convert it into tree set.
Preset is same as hash set, is it?
It is a set, but it is a sorted.
Sorted.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
sorted.
does not allow duplicates. It should not set means set means it should not allow duplicates. First thing. The next thing is preset means it is a sorted set. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just copying the whole thing. Okay. With set. Instead of typing, it's a waste of time to type it. Now let's run the program. What's going to happen? What happened? It started in age order. Why? Because the person implemented a comparable which is
Can you mix it when it is already sorted in the input? Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Right. This is for sorting. Okay. Tree set by default it will do sorting.
If there is a duplicate value like
Yeah,
another
that's what.
value with 26.
That is what we are discussing. Okay. That's what we are discussing. Let me complete that.
Can you be a little louder? Your voice is not heard.
Yeah, that is what we are discussing now.
Okay.
Whatever doubt you ask, that is what we are going to discuss. Set should not allow duplicates, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm keeping this.
It might be any duplicate, is it? Like ID, age, name or first name. Any one is same, it won't allow.
Okay, let's do it. Let's see.
Um,
17 and 18 record, and I'm going to run it now.
Okay. In the last one, can you change ACV with any other value? Yeah, something different. And yeah, 26 also can you change? Okay. Oh, FHI is same, right? Will it allow?
Yeah, that is what. First thing is, so you got it, what is going on here? See, I'll tell you one thing. Actually, here it is, we are using a sorted set, right? So giving the concept is hidden here because I know that it is taken care of internally. Okay, the concept which I wanted to explain, it's taking care internally. We'll use tree set for some other thing. I'm going to use hash set only. Okay, because actually the tree set is having internal mechanism to do it. Okay, so which is hiding the concept which I wanted to go ahead. Okay, now let's take only hash set only for now. But you understand, right? Why do we need to use tree set?
Yeah.
Now let's take the same thing. Okay, 26. See what happened.
It is it 26. It is typed, right?
Yeah, if you see, the duplicate records are taking care. Correct.
No.
First and last
Duplicate
record.
records. Yeah.
Check the first and
Yeah.
last record in the output.
Yeah. Yeah.
Duplicate records are stayed. So
Yeah.
how do you decide first? How do we decide whether it is a duplicate or not?
If it has same values.
Same values. Is it that?
Yeah.
So
26 ACV
correct.
FHI.
How many values should be same? One or two or three? What? How many properties you want same? Then you call it as duplicate. Do you want all the properties to be called as duplicate, or only first name and last name is same? Then it is a duplicate. If the age is so, this thing.
Two
How,
properties.
so
Yeah.
yeah, this thing Java cannot decide it. Java cannot decide it. This so it's our responsibility to tell Java that suppose if my first name and last name is same, make it duplicate. Think that to we need to tell the set that it is duplicate. Or if my age is age, first name, last name, if these three are same, then consider it as duplicate. So you need to form a composite key. You know database, right? Little bit.
No, a little bit. I'm not aware of keys and all.
Oh, okay.
Just
Then let's not go.
adopt.
That's fine.
But
Basically
you
here,
can tell me.
yeah. Basically here we need to form. We need to tell the set that based on these properties, if these properties are equal in any of the two values, then do not allow.
Okay.
Because this object is created by us. So it's our responsibility to tell set. Okay. Then the integer and string are doing that. Yes, they are doing it because they are given by Java and they are doing it. They tell that set that based on this you have to segregate it is a duplicate value. And the same thing for our user defined object we have to do. Like just like collection at start, so we did comparable. Now here also we need to do something. What is that is you don't need to change any set code here. Just need to change the person object. You need to override two methods. One is equals method, another one is hash code method. Okay, so now we are going to override it. So basically what it does is first let's before going here, let's print the hash code values of each object. How do I print hash code? Sun dot hash code.
Hash code.
Now check any of the object is having same hash code or not. 74533790711 See, the last record and the first record is not having the same hash code. So actually it thinks that these two are
Different.
Correct?
Yeah.
Now it's a responsibility of ours to generate hash code, equal hash code, if the same properties are given. So we need to write a logic in such a way that person 5 and person 6, person 5 or 4, okay. Person 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 4th and 5th, right? Yeah. So person 4th and person 5th, if you print the hash code, it should be same. It should be same. That is the way we have to write a logic. So how do we write a logic? So let's go into here, and there is a method called hash code. Type hash code, control space. You get here, first one, just select that. So how do you need to write a logic? So I'm going to say that if the object values, all values are equal, then only it is duplicate. If one of the values is not equal, that is not a duplicate. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write a small logic here. Okay. What I'm writing is, I'm asking Java to generate hash code for f name and l name and make a summation of it and multiply it with age and show the hash code. Okay. Now let's run the program. Check whether our two values are coming as same or not, hash code.
Yeah.
Correct? Third and fourth record. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we are able to generate same hash code. Okay? Set checks the hash code as well as the equals, whether the object is equal or not. So in order to check that, you have to do.
This is done by which set? Hash set, is it?
Any set.
Okay.
Actually, for tree set.
So generally now,
for tree set, it is happening internally. Okay. So that's why, if you want to know this concept, we should not use tree set, because tree set is going to take care internally.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I want to know now. Here there are two parameters, f name and l name. Just imagine there is another any other name or some middle name. There's one more parameter.
Yeah.
That time also I have to do the same operation.
Yeah, it depends.
F name plus middle name.
You want, if middle name is same, do you think that the objects are duplicate?
If first name, last name and middle name is same, it is duplicate. All three.
Then write it. Write a logic on combination of 3.
Same like this only, is it?
Right.
1 plus 1 plus 1 into the other one.
You can write, see, this is a simple bare minimum logic. You can write a number of complex logics as well, but include those 3 names.
Okay, so these operations, it depends on me, is it? How I do? Exactly. It's not like this is like permanent operation. This is how it has to be done.
This is the example I usually use. So you can do whatever the logic you want, but make sure that it is going to generate the same hash code for the equal objects which you are thinking. Okay. for which you want to generate equal hash code, you need to make sure your algorithm or whatever the logic you are writing inside a hash code should generate same hash code. Okay?
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
we need to do one more thing is something called equals method. Just say equals and control space. Now here, the same thing which I told. So like this, we have to do a typecasting obj. Okay. And again,
Yeah.
this comparison will come. This kind of comparison we need to write here. So with all the properties we are checking. So this dot first name dot equals session dot and equals and. So what I'm saying is this dot f name and person dot f name should be same, and as well as L name should be same and age same. Then only return true. If this is returning true, then it thinks that this object is exist. And if it is returning false, then it thinks that okay, this object is not available. Now let's run the program.
Okay.
Now see, only 4 records are printed. The duplicate record gone.
Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah.
whenever you are using a set with user defined objects and you need to eliminate duplicates, then it's your responsibility because you have created the object. You have to override hash code and equals method.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the importance of hash code and equals method. Clear?
Yeah. Got it.
Right. Now
This equals method can be used for anything or it's only for set?
you can usually, this is a usual practice, whenever you create an object, you should compulsorily override these things. Okay, it is not about set basically. But if you are trying to use in set, it is mandatory. Usually this is not this won't ask you, but when you are using a set and you want the functionality to be achieved, then you have to go for this. Okay, this is actually
Okay.
this code practice is not because of set. Okay, this is one of the usage. Set is one of the usage. This practice you have to usually do it. Okay, so in some places hash code is not mandatory. Here hash code is mandatory. If you are using with set, hash code is mandatory. But in some places hash code is not mandatory. Only equals method is enough in some other scenarios. Okay, but what you need to do is you need to compulsorily override the hash code. The problem is, see, actually when you require it, what is the other place? The other place is if you want to compare the objects with equal operator. With equal operator, if you want to compare the object, then you need to just override this one is enough. But the problem what is going to happen is, see, I'll go to the pictorial view. See, one object is created and hash code is something and it came to here. And the same object with same values, duplicate object is created because the hash code is here. So now JVM has to search this hash code block and this hash code block and compare these two and check everything is correct or not. Correct?
Yeah.
But if you create a hash code in such a way that the other object also created here, for JVM, it needs only search in this hash block. So thereby you increase the performance. Got it? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Got it?
Yeah, got it. Sorry. Yeah, I had muted. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So that is the reason we usually do hash code. But in case of set, hash code is mandatory. Hash code and equals both are mandatory. Okay, even if you want to lose the performance, it won't work because set checks the equals method as well as it will check the hash code also. It requires both to be returning the proper value. Same. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So now let's get into the other topic called strings. Okay, we're going to see something about string. And one more thing, we call all this as API, Application Programming Interface. We call all the facilities given by Java are called Application Programming Interface. It is called API. Clear?
Okay.
Now let's see string API. String API. Okay. Now let's see what we can do with strings. What are all the facilities are given by Java to work with strings. I'm going to take one string now. I have just taken one string. This is my string. Now I want to get from this string, I want to know whether this is a string is available or not. Or at least from this string, I want only first 10 characters. I want only first 10 characters. I don't want remaining else. Some passports, some applications, if you have the name with 20 letters or something, some people have with the name 20 letters, it will cut down the letters to 10 or 12.
Yeah.
That kind of scenarios, how do we do it? Now let's do one thing. Now string s1 equal to s dot, you have something called substring. Substring is from 0, started from 0 and go till 10. That means totally 0 to 10 how many? 11. Including 0 it is 11. So it is going to print 11 characters. Let's see. This is R S1. Now we are printing S and S1. It stopped at the 11th letter.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want to do it from 11th to end of the string. Then string s2 equal to s dot, again substring of 11th, just to specify 11th, only first index.
Okay.
If you specify 1, only the first index, then that from that index it goes till end of the string. It goes till the end of the string. Got it? So when it is 11, it is string. From here it is started. To make it better, make it 10. That would be better because that looks better. So string, it will come. Okay. Now I want all these letters, all these words into an array. I mean, I want to divide. Okay, let's take a good example. This is my string. Okay. I want all the names into an array separately. You want all the names into an array separately. Correct? So how do we do it? How do we do it? Thing is, dot split with semicolon. What it is going to do is it is going to split the strings with semicolon, and whatever the strings comes in, it is going to keep that strings into a array with indexes. Let's print the array how it is going to be for each and print it. See, each name is printed separately because it is going to be stored separately.
Okay.
Clear? What split is doing? Based on the daily meter you are given, it is going to split it. Clear? Hello?
Yeah, clear.
Fine. Now, what I'm saying is, I want to find out the index of A. In A will be having two places. Leave out the capital A, small a and capital A is different. So this is A. There is one A, and inside a tutorials one A is there. So which one it is going to print? Let's run the program. Okay. So it's going to print the first occurrence. So now I want to print the last occurrence. Then go for last index of. Index of will print first index, and last index of will print last index. Okay. So likewise, if you see, so these are all the methods with which you can work with in string. There are so many.
Okay.
Okay. Let's make it to uppercase. Got it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to replace all capital S with capital Z. See, only one capital S is there. That's why it came here.
Okay.
The replace will do the first occurrence only. The replace will do the first occurrence only. If you want to do all the occurrences, you have some method called replace all. Replace all. Okay? You
Yeah.
have to, that's what. Now, the next thing. Yeah, well, likewise, you need to work on each method of the string. Okay? All are simple like this. You need to know what exactly happening. Okay? Clear?
Yeah. Yeah, clear.
Okay. One second. Let me see the other contents because I usually stop the collection by now itself. Yeah, because we need to take.
Oh, it's done?
No, I mean usually the collection topics which I have taken, um, which I would usually take, it's almost done. But like no, as I said, I have to go and include so many things, right? So see, whatever I give in my this curriculum, either I'll complete in the class, and some of them which are not completed, I'll give it as a homework. Okay. Actually, the thing
Okay.
you understand little bit faster, but if you see that hash code and equals method, that explanation usually I have to give it for 1 hour for any student because it is very difficult for others to understand. So there I usually
Yeah.
take a lot of time to do it. So that's why that 4 hours only I could able to discuss these things. Okay.
Okay.
So
Even
now,
I'll try out the programs by this weekend. If I have any doubts, I'll get back to you on this.
yeah, yeah.
Because I'm not trying, maybe I don't have doubts, but whatever you're teaching, it's clear for me.
Yeah, it will, I mean, might be, it will be clear right now, but when you put when you're typing it, most probably you will get doubts. Because, no, I mean,
Yeah, right.
I've seen certain people, maybe, say, it could not be with the case with you, I'm not saying,
Yeah, that
but
is true. When
mostly
we are
happens,
practicing,
mostly happens with the people.
yeah.
That's the reason I conduct these sessions actually. You have to do it because um, tomorrow we're taking a class, so most probably tomorrow I will be completing the collections. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
on Monday we will be having one workshop session. Okay.
Okay.
Whole
Yeah.
day workshop session only. So before that you practice all the things because then
Yeah.
if you're struggling for basic stuff, I am going to help you with the basic stuff, and then you will not get any learning. So basic things, everything you are good. We'll come up with some kind of a logical question. There we are going to work with that logical question. So that way
Okay.
it will be better. Okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow we will be finishing up collections.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Let me check what kind of topics are available. Yeah, tomorrow we are going to check generics. Okay, it's tomorrow only.
What is it? Timer, task, schedulers?
Yeah, that's what. That also we will discuss tomorrow. This generics and timer task.
Okay.
So there is something called regular expression that we will discuss now. Yeah. Okay, no. First, before going to regular expression, I am going to write one more code. Okay. Uh, go here, class. See, usually, if you enter some wrong email ID in email ID field, you will get it is saying that wrong email ID, right?
Yeah.
No, email validation. We do something called email validation now. Let's build a logic for email validation. So now I will write one method, public static boolean is valid email and send me the string formatted email address and I will return true or false accordingly. So for now just I build one logic which it is returning false. Now I'm going to call this method. First of all, okay, is valid equal to email validation dot is valid email and ABC or something. Is it a valid email?
No.
Okay, we'll write something. Is valid. That means if it is true, then sys out valid email else invalid email. So we have written entire logic except the email logic. Now we have to see what is the logic we have to write it. How do we say this is a valid email address? Email address should have @ email address should have dot symbol. Email address should have after the dot at least you should have 2 to 3 letters. .com or .in. Some people are having for email also. Instead of .com, they'll have some .in, something like that. Okay, so this is what at least required. Okay, let's make the scope to little narrow down. After that, only 3 letters should be there. Not even 2, 3 letters should be there. So this is for this we have to build a logic. How do we build it? Now, so I'm checking the dot position. The dot position. So the dot position should be greater than 0. That means dot should not be starting with, right?
Yeah.
So if the dot position is 0, greater than 0, I say return true. That means now let's run this program first. What it is going to return? See, invalid email because there is no dot available. Let's put a dot here. Let's put a dot here. Now it says that valid email. Is it valid? No, right? I mean, according to logic we have written, it is saying valid email address. But what is the expected email address? It is like at least this is what the expected email address. but this is not the case, which is now, but still it is saying valid email address. So now what we are going to do is we are going to find out int index of ampersand, sorry, at the rate equal to email dot index of now, and see, the dot position should be having at least two characters greater than at the rate. After at the rate, only dot won't come. At least one character should be there. Correct? Getting my logic or confusion?
Got it.
Okay. Now what I need to do? So dot position should be greater than index of at the rate position plus 2 should be greater than 2. Now let's
Okay.
run this. Now it will say it's an invalid email address. Now to make it valid, I'm going to keep at the rate. I'm going to create one character dot. Now let's run the program. Even it is saying invalid address. Okay, we are keeping 2, right? So just put this valid email. But still it is not a valid email. What we need? We need com also. That means the length of the string should be having 3 more characters than a dot position. So here and email dot length equal to okay dot position plus 3 characters. Now if you see this, it's saying that invalid address. Write com here. Still it is invalid address. Wait. Dot plus, maybe it is need to 1 second, plus 2. Yeah. Actually, you need to consider this length, how much this length, and what is the position of the dot, because the dot position will start from 0. Okay. But if you take the length of the string, it is going to be starting with 1 letter, it is going to count. So that's why if you want 3 characters, you need to do dot plus 4, because dot position will be automatically 1 down, right? Because it starts from 0. So that's why we have to keep 4.
Got it.
Now, this is the logic we built it. For an email address, this is the logic we have to build it. So, imagine this kind of requirement, if it is so many are there, not only 1 or 2, there are so many conditions we need to check for one kind of validation. Some kind of data is there which you are accepting from the user, and you want to do this kind of validation. So you have to write lot of logic like this. So here we have dot position and index of at the rate and com is there. Only 3 conditions. But if you have a data which you are taking from a user having more conditions, then you have to write hell lot of logic. And instead of this, we can build some kind of a regular expression which will make better than this. Which is going to make better than this. Now let's see the same email validation with regular expression. Same thing, I'm using it.
Uh-huh.
Now, instead of so we are using this. Now let's check. What we need to do is we need to write a regular expression in the string format. So it's the expression, as I said. See, if you want to write a like statement in database, what you do? You know that
You use the word
like, and then in the expression, in the value, you have to use percentage symbol, right?
yeah, percentage
First,
symbol, right?
so that is called regular expression. What it means, after that letter, how many letters can also come. So you are forming kind of a regular expression. You are forming a regular expression.
Yeah.
See that percentage symbol means one character, zero characters to n number of characters. Correct? It is going to match
Yeah.
all the characters. So likewise, we are going to build an expression. Now, here, if you see, now I have to say string email regex equal to, it's a character string. So I have to tell. So we should have characters. We should have characters. Now, to specify character, you have to use square braces. Characters can come A to Z.
Okay.
Will the first valid email is does check that only characters can also be entered or numbers also should be entered. It's not going to validate the first email address. So if you give A to Z, what it is going to say, you can use only small letters. So if you want to use capital letters, then specify this. Now if you want to use numbers, specify this. So the regular expression is going to start validating whether you want only capital letters or small letters and 0 to 9.
Okay.
Okay. But if you see the first one, it's not going to check all of those. It's just going to check barely the number of characters are available or not. Whether it could be integer, whether it could be a string, whether it is a capital thing, it doesn't care. Suppose if you want to impose the first two letters are capital and after rest everything is small and at least one character, one number should be there. So those kind of logic, then here you have to build a hell lot of logic like that. You have to check first two characters and those, you have to write a lot of things. Here, you mention it here, okay, it's going to take care that if it is number is there and anything is, like number, capital letter, small letter is matching. Now, if you write like this, it is going to check only one character available. So, it has to check for multiple characters also should be there. Then, you have to use plus symbol. When you use plus symbol, it says that n number of characters can come before at the rate. Before at the rate, n number of characters can come. Then after at the rate, also same, right? N number of characters can come. Correct? In between dot.
Yeah.
In between dot, n number of characters can come. Now after the dot, com should be there. Correct? Understood?
Yeah.
Now, now how do we validate this? So, there is something called pattern class.
Mm-hmm.
Pattern class and matcher class in Java. See, these three steps, whatever I'm going to write, these three steps are going to be common. It's going to be common.
Okay.
So these steps are going to be common.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So these steps, three steps are common for any regular expression validation. So first you need to compile the
Okay.
pattern. What is the pattern? You are compiling it
Mm-hmm.
and keeping inside of pattern. And from the pattern,
Mm-hmm.
you want to match with which one? You want to, so I want to match with email address. So that returns a matcher object. Matcher
Yeah.
dot matches. If it matches, it returns true. If it does not match, it's going to return false. So now let's run
False.
the program. Now we are doing it with regular expression. This one. Let's run the program. So it matches. Now let's remove
Mm-hmm.
CO. Keep CO. What is it? It's a invalid. Now let's keep
Yeah.
com L. Com L
Mm-hmm. Got it.
says
Mm-hmm.
invalid. Right? You got it right? It's what?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, got it.
that's what. So this is the way we have to write regular expression. There are so many expressions like this. So people will say that I don't want com,
Okay.
I don't want com. Any three letters can come.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose tomorrow you might not be validating email address, you are validating something else. There com will not be there. You want only two
Mm.
characters. You want only two characters. So you can write like this. How you can write this? You can write like this. If two characters, just type in between, just type same A to Z. Just a second. A
Mm-hmm.
to Z and capital A to Z. Here you don't find any numbers usually as such, right?
Yeah.
If you have requirement to come numbers, keep it numbers also. A to Z and capital
Okay.
A to Z. Now, let's see that 2 to 5 characters can come. 2 to 5 can come.
Mm-hmm.
How do we specify that? Either we need to specify
Yeah.
2 or 5. 2 to 5 characters.
Okay.
In that kind of scenarios, just instead of this, open a floor braces and specify a range 2 to 5 characters. 2 to 5 characters. Let's run this.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, got it? See, even though you are not
Yeah.
putting calm, you can keep anything here between 2 to 5 characters. So like
Okay.
this, you find so many regular expressions. There are so many symbols. See, we have seen what is that? Square braces. We have seen plus symbol. We have seen a range symbol. So likewise, you will have so many in the Oracle documentation. You can check the Oracle documentation and find out all of them. Okay, it is not easy to remember all the symbols. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it is not easy to remember all the symbols.
Okay.
This is a way we can build a logic.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be much simpler than you are building a logic. Correct?
Yeah.
Code
True.
is going to be very simple. You are going to make some regular expression. Here, if you want to say 2 to 5 characters, again you have to check should be greater than 2 and less than 5. So that whole logic you have to write it. So instead here you're just saying
Yeah.
2 to 5. That's it.
Okay. Got it.
So you can more fine tune this problem using more regular expression. Earlier we have seen with com, now we have seen with 2 to 5 characters. So likewise, you can go ahead and optimize, you can go ahead and put more conditions with more regular expressions.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
That whole thing you can find it in the Oracle documentation. So you can get it. Just type regular expression in Google and you will get the links with Oracle documentation and with other links also. First read the links from the Oracle documentation and then you'll get to know.
Okay.
Clear?
That's fine. Yeah.
So practice all of this. Okay?
Yeah, definitely by tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, because see, we have discussed so many programs, so many concepts. I'm going a little bit slow, so maybe it looks like it is understandable, but when you put it, it is going to be, it's not easy. Okay, you know, while executing, while telling you the regular expression, I myself, you know, not that confident when regular expression is done, because I usually never explain this regular expressions to anybody else. Okay, so because by the time I need to explain other things, it would have been taken more than 5 days. Okay, so then I have to cut down the syllabus. Otherwise, other things will be piled up. By then also, it will come to 30 hours. So that's what it depends on the person who understands. So if the person is understanding more, they are going to get more concepts.
Yeah.
Right. See, this the same thing, the same syllabus I usually tell in 15 hours in corporate training. So 15 hours means you can imagine, based on the people understanding, I will cut down some topics and go ahead with that. So if you understand faster, the topics are going to be more covered more for you.
Okay.
So it depends on the student basically. So that's what. Because you need to learn, if you get more concepts, that will be useful when you are doing a project. Okay, you will be having a lot of tools with you. Tools means each concept is a tool. So you can just bring in all the tools and build up a logic.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So on Monday we are going to have one workshop session. I may be coming with 2 or 3 programs. And
Monday as in Monday morning for you, for me Sunday evening.
Yes, exactly, Sunday evening. Okay. Usually I usually do it once after collection and once after files and once after threads. And then the last class is going to be like generic, like for all of the concepts I put the 4. 4 are the actually till now I honestly think that only 2 workshops I conducted, because when as per the third workshop, the people will say that no, I don't need any workshop. That's fine with me. I mean, that is what happened with me. So usually, because once I started threads, right, it is not going to be simple like that. So that's why the people will say that no, I don't want to start with any workshop. That's fine. I'll stop the session here. So, right. So this is for today's program. If you have any doubts after practicing, or now,
I'll get back to you.
Start with it.
Okay. Would you be able to email the code of today's with the video?
I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it. Okay.
Okay.
Yesterday I had to rush to the office, so I couldn't do it. Now I have free time, right? I'll do it. The practice all of the questions which I have given, so that
yeah, definitely. I'll email it to you by morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then tomorrow it's same time, right?
Same time, 1 hour we'll be finishing up collection. Okay. See, I can take 2 hours. Basically, I don't prefer taking up 2 hours class. Okay, because it looks simple. Okay, but when you're doing with the next concept, you will definitely forget.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So that's why I never, even the people ask me, I never prefer to give 2 hours of session. I can give, I usually give in corporate training, I usually give in 3 to 4 hours of training. because there is no choice for me. There is no choice. I have to complete it 1 day or 2 days. So I have no choice. So here we have a choice. Let's take the no. It's not whether we have completed or not. Just imagine what we learned out of the class.
Yeah, that's right.
Never think that this is not covered in the session. But whatever is covered, whether we are perfect, that is enough. If you are whatever is covered, if you are perfect, the other things, even though I don't cover it, you can read yourself simply, because it is not easy to cover everything in 30 hours or 25 hours, right?
True. Yeah.
So that's what. Keep in that way, so that you'll get more learnings.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
then.
Rachna. Okay. Yeah.
See you
Good night.
tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.